Welcome back to another video. This will be Blender Viewport navigation fundamental. So we are going to start with rotating the viewport. As we can see over here, if I will move my mouse over here, we're going to have a circle. So this is called the viewport preset. As you can see, I have the possibility to left click and drag that around. But you're going to see that the rotation point will actually be over here. So that orange dot. We can also use this to go to various predefined presets. For example, this will be the top view, as we can see over here. This will be also numpad 7. I can also click directly on X. This will give me the right view over here. And as we can see, this is currently set to orthographic mode. If I will go over here on the grid, this will do the swap between perspective view and orthographic view. So keep that in mind. We're going to see for this car how that will change the overall visual appearance of the car. So this is within orthographic view and this is within perspective view. So if you don't want to use this view cube, I highly recommend that you don't. So you can just press the middle mouse button and it will do the same. So you can keep your attention within the viewport. You can hold down the middle mouse button and you can easily rotate around the object. Let me select the car and I will press Shift D to duplicate this. Afterwards, I will move the duplicate over here. And now if I will select the wheel over here, we're going to see that the orange dot will be positioned over there on the middle of the tire. If I will press comma on the numpad, that will do a fit to selected. We can also access that over here underneath view. We're going to have frame selected. And now with this selected, if I will hold down the middle mouse button, we're going to see that we have the possibility to orbit around that selected object. For example, if I will go over here for example, for the whole car, we're going to see that the orange dot will be there. But now if I'm going to rotate, I'm still going to rotate towards that origin. So I need to press the comma once. And now we're going to see that we are going to rotate around that object. So keep that in mind that just selecting an object and holding down the middle mouse button or dragging the view cube over here will not change the pivot points for the rotation. But if I will frame it, now we're going to zoom with that in focus and in center. Now regarding the pen, we have the possibility to go over here on the hand tool, and if I will use the left click, I have the possibility to drag this around. But it's not that let's say intuitive and user friendly, so you just need to hold down shift and this will replicate the same move. So for example, I can go over here, I can rotate, and now I can hold down shift and I can drag this around. Or I can position myself like this to be positioned in front of the cars and I can move the screen from one car to another. Now regarding zooming in and zooming out, we have the possibility to use again the mouse over here. I can click on that and I can zoom in and zoom out an object. But this can be done with the mouse wheel as well. So I highly recommend that you're going to use the mouse wheel for this. Regarding the zooming in and zooming out, this will work again regarding that that yellow point over here. So for example, if I will select this, we're going to see that the orange point will be in the middle. If I will press the comma button, now if I will zoom in and zoom out, the zooming will be done always having this in the center. So that point over there. So this is the navigation within the scene. We also see that we have an additional button over here that we didn't discuss. This is the toggle the camera view. We see the shortcut is numpad 0. Now within my scene, if I press numpad 0, we're going to see that nothing happens. This is because I no longer have a camera in the scene because I deleted that. So I'm just going to press Shift and A to add to the scene and I will add a new camera. And now if I press 0, we're going to see that currently the camera will be fitted like this, so we don't gonna see anything. We have this gray area over here. So let me just press 0 once again. And that is because our camera has been positioned within the origin and we have the orientation as we had the perspective, so like this. And the camera will actually have the field of view over there. So if I will grab this on the z-axis, and if I will move it over here, for example, on the x and on the y, now if I will press 0, we're gonna have that framed in like this. A good tip regarding camera framing is to press N. This will expand the view over here. And we have the possibility to check this camera to view. If I have this checked and I will zoom out within the view, we're actually going to move the position of that camera. So I have this framed for both of those cars. If I will uncheck that, I will go back over here, I will press 0. We're going to see that the camera actually moved all the way over there. And if I press 0, we're going to have this framed like that. So keep that in mind. I will do that one more time. So we can press 0. This will give us the camera. I can enable the lock over here, camera to viewport. And I can position my camera, for example, over here to be focused on the front wheel over here. And now if I will press again 0, I'm gonna see that actually that camera has been moved and positioned over here. There are other changes that can be done to the camera regarding the focal length and so on, but that will be for a follow-up video. Okay, so this was viewport navigation in Blender. If you are coming from a CAD software towards Blender, I highly recommend that you will check this, because the navigation within the scene is quite different than, for example, SolidWorks, CATIA, or Fusion, or any other CAD solution. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this kind of content. I'll position a similar video on the left side and a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.